Good morning. Good morning. We are going to start in our easy seated pose, our cross-legged pose. Good morning. And to begin with, please place the palms of your hands together and just gently rub them to create some warmth, a little bit of sound, and really just to bring your awareness into your body. Just noticing. The palms of your hands feel like, with a little bit of movement, feels like. And then bring your palms down to your thighs and pause. Simply notice the flow of your breath. Acknowledge any sensations in your body, simply as a way to come into this present moment. Bring your focus here to your body, this community, this practice. It's a way to strengthen our focus so that we can be intentional about our thoughts and words, actions. This morning, we're going to do 3 different short flows, by which I mean just sequences where we move from pose to pose with our breath. And the idea is that you can try different practices and consider which one you might incorporate into your daily life, right? If there is one of the flows that feels like it benefits you, right? It balances your energy, it's uplifting or grounding, in a way that you could use it when you wake up, before you go to bed. And if not one of these 3, just noticing, maybe I could find a sequence of poses that I really love, that really allow me to be in touch with myself. And then incorporate those into your daily practice, right? You wake up, you do these 3 poses or so, do them before bed, scatter them throughout the day, just to allow yourself to have these little bits of a yoga practice. It doesn't always have to be logging on in the morning for 40 minutes. It can be 3 minutes. And that can be lovely for just grounding when we're feeling anxious, uplifting us when it's time to rise up and join your community, or simply just restoring before sleep. So that's the idea for today. Try to find something you could tuck into your pocket and use as needed. So let's begin. We'll take 3 nice breaths here, just where you are, where your breath is, just noticing. Exhale fully, pulling your navel towards your spine, supporting that exhale. And as you inhale, we'll turn and come into tabletop or all fours. And if you'd like to place a blanket or towel under your knees or under the base of your palms to support your wrists and your knees, go ahead and do so. And then here again, notice the flow of your breath. And just to warm up our body, warm up our spine, we'll begin to come through cat-cow and cow pose. I mixed up my words there. You'll get it. It happens. So notice your breath, and when you inhale, come into cow pose. So for cow pose, we lift our gaze, lift our sit bones, and then drop your navel down towards the ground, creating a lovely bow with our back. And then as you're ready to exhale, press into your feet, your hands, round your back, tuck your pelvis and tuck your chin. You're like a Halloween cat here. Inhale, create space for your breath. Open up, lift your chest through your arms. And then exhale, cat pose. We'll do this 5 more times. So using your breath to set the pace, moving between poses, and warming up your spine. So noticing the movement in your spine from your sacrum all the way up to your neck. One more here. Now we'll begin our first flow sequence. So we'll step our hands, just gonna have half a paw print forward. And then step your feet back to come into plank pose. Plank pose can be lifted knees or grounded knees. Same benefit, just whether you want to feel the support of the earth or you want a little balance, a little air. So plank pose, inhale here. Exhale to downward facing dog. So press into your hands and lift your hips up and back. Then as you inhale, shift your shoulders forward over your wrists. Ground your knees, and just for the exhale, we'll come back to child's pose, hips to heels. And then you can bring your forehead down. You can either place a book there or a pillow, or bring your forehead down to the ground. And then inhale, lift your shoulders. We'll keep our knees grounded, but then add in grounding our chest and our chin simply by bending elbows. And then as you inhale, come into cobra pose. Lift up. And then exhale back to downward facing dog. Inhale forward to plank. And exhale to child's pose. Lift up as you inhale. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll do this 3 more times. Inhale, plank. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back to child's pose. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Last round of this flow. Inhale, forward. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward. Exhale, child's pose. This time we'll stay here for a minute. So go ahead and bring your knees wide. Bring your big toes together to touch. And then come down again to either a pillow or bring your forehead to the ground. And allow your breath to settle. Allow your heart to settle. Simply notice the sensations, maybe the warmth movement is created in your limbs. Just rest here for a moment. While we're here in child's pose, take a moment and roll your head side to side just to massage your brow. And then come back through center in stillness. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale to lift up, coming back into tabletop. Now we'll come into another flow, another sequence of poses. So pause here and notice your breath. Notice when you exhale. Then when you inhale, step your right foot forward to your right thumb, and you can use your right hand to guide it up. Then go ahead and tuck your left toes under and lift your left knee. Exhale here, pressing down with your feet and hands. And then when you inhale, lift your arms up overhead and lift your gaze up as well. Make it a crescent lunge. Exhale, bring your hands right back down. Now this time as you inhale, turn your toes to the left and ground your left heel down. So you're coming in to a wide leg forward fold. Pause here. Press into your hands to lift up. Reach the crown of your head forward and your sit bones back. And then turn your toes out, maybe half a step. Just so your toes are a little bit further out than your heels. Again, check in with your breath. And as you exhale, bend your right knee so it goes over your right toes, and walk your hands over to your right toes and lift your left toes. So your hips are dropping down to your right heel, any amount. Inhale, come back through center, lift your hips, bring your hands through center. And then exhale, bend your left knee over your left toes, walk your hands to your left toes and lift your right toes. Come back through center as you inhale. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale over to the side. And then stay with your breath. So for this movement, back and forth, which we'll continue to do just the right number of breaths, if feeling grounded is going to balance your practice today, keep your hands just so, and really notice the sensation of them touching down to the ground. If a little balance and a little lift, maybe a little air, you can bring them to your chest. And even if you were here a couple weeks ago, we talked about pressing one hand and then the other into our chest. You can even practice this as you move back and forth. So just pressing left fingertips, pressing right, back and forth as you also move through your legs. Once more to each side. Now, when you next exhale over your left toes, go ahead and point your toes all the way to the left this time. So we're coming into our lunge on the other side. Pause here. Notice your breath. Exhale. Inhale, reach your arms up, overhead. And then exhale, bring them back down. Ground your right knee down, as well as the top of your right foot. And then bring your left foot back to meet right, tabletop once again. Inhale, reach the crown of your head forward, your sit bones back. Exhale, come back into child's pose. Bringing your forehead down to the ground or a book, a blanket or pillows. And breathe here. Pause in child's pose. One more round of breath here. Exhale fully. And then inhale, rise up, come back to tabletop. So we're going to come into our last sequence here. And to start with, we're going to come into garland pose, which is a lovely way to open our hips, which can sometimes get tight when we're feeling anxious. It's likewise really good for our digestion, which is just good for our health overall. A lovely pose to start with, but we'll be coming into it from our downward dog. So to start with, step back into a plank pose, lift up your knees, reach your heels back, reach up and out through the crown of your head. Inhale. And exhale, press back into downward dog. Nice, complete exhale. And just bring your gaze up to the top of where you're practicing, up to your hands. And then go ahead and step your right foot forward to the little finger side, the outside of your right hand. You can use your right hand to guide it up as needed. And we'll do the same thing with our left hand. The left hand up, and a little squat, and go ahead and drop your hips down. I'm going to turn a bit so you can see me. And then bring your elbows to the inside of your knees and bring your hands together. And so press into the palms of your hands. Press your elbows into your legs, and then press your legs right back in to your elbows. Drop your pelvis down towards the ground. And if you have maybe a good size blanket or pillow or a block, if you have a yoga block with you, you can place that under your sit bones for some support. And then lift the crown of your head up and breathe. One more inhale here. Exhale, slowly, slowly. Bring your hands back down to your mat and step your right foot and then your left foot back to plank pose. Press back to downward dog as you exhale. And then as you inhale, lift your right foot back and up. Bend your right knee, bring it forward to your right wrist. Bring your right ankle up towards your left wrist. We're going to come into pigeon pose. So lift the center of your chest. And then exhale, bend down any amount. You can always grab a pillow, place it, bring your forehead down. Three more rounds of breath here. Exhale fully. As you inhale, press into your hands to rise up. Tuck your left toes and lift back up into downward facing dog. You can, if you wish, lift your right foot up just to stretch it out, kind of release that stretch. And pause here. Inhale and reach your left foot back and up any amount. Bend your left knee, bring it forward to your left wrist, and then left ankle towards your right wrist. Inhale to lift. Exhale, come down, pigeon pose. One more round of breath here. Inhale, press into your hands to lift up. Tuck your back toes, lift up into downward dog. Consider lifting your left foot up. And then coming back here, and we'll come back to our garland pose. Step your left foot forward to the little finger side of your left foot. Likewise with your right, and then drop your hips. Bring your hands together. I'm just moving so you can see. You don't have to move too. Hands together, elbows into legs. Legs squeeze back into elbows. Pause here for 3 breaths. So bring your hands down to the ground. Lift your hips and just heel toe your feet together. So we'll come into a forward fold. Pause here for a moment and shake your head, releasing any tension in your neck. Likewise, you can move one knee and the other, bringing some movement into your legs. You can sway your shoulders side to side, and then come back through stillness. Cross one ankle over the other, bend your knees, come on down to a seat. Bring your hands to your thighs. And once again, simply notice your breath. No need to control it here or change it. Simply observe it. Have there been any shifts in your breath as we've moved? Where does your breath flow with ease? And where to might there be points of tension? What does your breath feel like as it passes over the tip of your nose or your lips? And then begin to lengthen out your exhales. You can start by just noticing, counting the beats of your exhales and then adding on a couple beats. Exhale, 2, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll continue breathing just so here for about another half minute. On slow exhales. One last exhale here. Bring your hands to the outsides of your knees. Lift them up so you can place the soles of your feet on the ground. Bring your hands to your knees. And next time you inhale, lift your chest, maybe bend your elbows, lift your gaze, and then exhale. Extend your elbows and round your spine. Tuck your chin and tuck your pelvis forward. And inhale again. So similar to the cat-cow motions we made earlier today, way back when. Moving through your spine, through your hips and shoulders, and also very carefully linking movement with breath, which is enough for right now. That can be your whole focus. And as other thoughts arise, just bring your awareness back to this motion, to linking movement with breath. One more inhale here. Reach your fingertips forward. This time as you round your spine and tuck your chin, come all the way down onto your back. Bring your hands to your abdomen, towards your chest. Press the soles of your feet down, ground down through your shoulder blades equally. And simply feel your breath. Allow your belly and your chest to rise and fall, pressing into the palms of your hands. And go ahead and step your feet wide. So bring your feet wider than your hips and allow your knees to come into center. So just as we talked about picking one of these sequences, one of these flows to incorporate into your day, just a little 2-3 minute practice to use when you wake up or you're going to sleep, or as needed. You need to come back into your body to bring you back into the present moment. Do a little check-in. This pose too can be a lovely way to just let things settle. Sometimes we need movement. Sometimes we need stillness, and you are the best judge of that. Just follow your intuition. So you can always come back to this video, check out the 3 different flows, find one that fits you, or make one up of your own, just picking some poses that you especially enjoy, find especially beneficial, and tuck that into your pocket. Just use it day by day. Your little sequence to check in with yourself, to ground down into the present moment, into your body, into your breath. And then maybe ending here in this restful pose. One more round of breath here. And then go ahead and heel toe your feet back in so they're hip distance apart. Extend your right leg long, bringing it down to the ground. And lift up your left foot. Use your right hand to guide your left leg across your body, and you can bump your hips over to the left. It's coming into a twist here. Always place a blanket or a pillow underneath your left knee as it comes across, and reach your right hand out. Bring your gaze over. Left hand out. Bring your gaze over to the left. And come up through center. Bring your left knee in towards your chest. And then extend your left leg long. Bend your right knee, bring it up, and bring it across your body. Coming into a twist on the other side. And then come back up through center. Bring your right knee into your chest. And then extend your right leg long. Create some space between your legs. Allow your feet to rest. And you can open and then bring your arms down. Allow them to rest either side of your body. Feel your spine in the back of your head, your shoulders supported by the ground underneath you. And rest here. One more round of breath. Bring your palms together, the palms of your hands back together, just as at the beginning. Give them a gentle rub, listening to the sound, feeling the warmth created there. And then you can also choose if you wish to do the same thing with your feet, bringing the soles of your feet together, warming them up with some movement. And then inhale and reach your arms overhead. Reach your toes in the opposite direction. Full body stretch as you inhale. And then exhale and release. Gently roll over onto one side or the other, using your arm as a pillow, bringing your knees up towards your chest. And inhale, press down to rise up. Come back to our seat. Inhale here. Exhale, stretch your arms out. Inhale, sweep them forward, bringing the palms of your hands to the center of your chest. Press in. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here today. Thank you for joining in this practice and this community. I am so grateful to be here with you. I hope it is of benefit not only to you, but to every life you touch. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And I hope to see you again soon. All right. Bye, loves. Thank you. See you soon. Have a great day.